Welcome to the Baltic Cauldron, wizards and warlocks, young and old, where daring adventures and terrible jokes are told. Grab your mug of your favorite brew, grab a seat, and enjoy the view. Welcome, guys, to our opening episode of Curse of Strahd. We actually just got done meeting each other, getting to know each other a little bit, little icebreaker stuff. We'll go ahead and do just some quick introductions here as well. I'm Papa Freak. You can call me Freak. You can call me really whatever you want. I will be your DM, your Dreadmaster for this tale. I've been a DM since 2020. A player and hobbyist as of 2008. This is my second time, hopefully, knock on wood, as I knock on my desk, that I will be finishing a Curse of Strahd campaign. I've also done another homebrew campaign, so I've got a little bit of DM experience on my belt, but I could always use more. If we'll go ahead and Michael, go ahead and introduce yourself and your character a little bit.
Hi, my name is Michael. I've been playing D&D since 2019. I'm playing the orc monk Isri, who Way of Shadows. I'm excited to play.
Awesome, and we're happy to have you, Michael. Okay, next up, Astrid, if you will go ahead and tell us a little about yourself.
Hi, my name is Astrid. My character's name is Ingrid Gallowglass. She is a Forge Domain cleric, mountain dwarf, and I'm really happy to be here.
All right, happy to have you as well. Let's make sure I get this right. Ernan.
Ernan's fine, but my name is Joseph, and I will be playing Ernan Gorndal, the half wood elf fighter. Going into Eldridge Night and just looking to have a good game here.
All right, awesome. Snoob, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Snoob, aka Ethan. I will be playing Kor Kassir, the Wood Elf Beastmaster Ranger. Slightly homebrew, just because, vanilla Beastmaster is pure garbage. And yeah, I'm just looking to actually play a game for once.
Sorry, Wizards of the Coast. Anyway,
I'm not sorry. You know what you did, Wizards.
Anyway, Aphis, if you would introduce yourself for us.
Yeah, my name's Brittany. I go by Apis Fearless, but just call me Apis. And my character is Alexandrite Moonstone. She's a School of Divination wizard. And I'm excited. It's my first wizard I've ever played. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited to be here.
All right. I'm glad to have all these lovely people here joining me. And we're going to go ahead and jump in tonight's episode of Curse of Strahd.
Oh, I'm playing Minecraft.
I promise, we are not playing Minecraft. We are playing Curse of Strahd.
Dang.
Come on.
Curse of Steve.
Oh my god.
Curse of Herobrine.
Curse of Herobrine. Yes.
We find ourselves overlooking the Baratok Mountains. The skies are gloomy. There never seems to be an ounce of sunlight that enters this place. As we delve through the mountain path down to a valley, we find ourselves beside a enchanted pool. We find ourselves looking upon a colorful group of individuals. They are all around a campfire, telling stories, drinking, and enjoying each other's company. Amongst the multicolored tents, one tent stands out from all the rest. we get a further look at this tent. You can see that the one side of it is tattered and wrinkled. Looks like it has not been changed. Looks like it has weathered many storms and many things. The inside is lightly lit with candles at this desk. And with this lightly dim light, you can see a middle-aged woman. She has her hair draped across her face. A raven sits on her shoulder, kind of watching her as she shuffles these cards, these deck of cards. She moves about with ease. Though her hands are wrinkled, the muscle memory does not forget. She sets the cards down, and one by one begins to pull the cards out. The first card that is revealed to her is a card known as the Diviner. Now, this particular card is a very interest of her. This woman knows these cards and the meanings like the back of her hand. She looks at this card. This card shows a woman much like herself playing with a deck of cards, almost telling a fortune. The picture seems to vibrate a little bit, and a picture appears. We are in a tavern now. Sounds of happy folk can be heard. And at a table off to the side, away from the sound, we find ourselves looking upon one of our adventurers. Aphis, please introduce your character, if you would.
My name is Alexandra Moonstone. I'm a School of Divination wizard. You would probably see, for a high elf, you would probably see about a woman who's about 5'6". She has a hooded cloak, and her hands are glowing blue, subtly. She has dark hair and very light eyes. And she's looking around very curiously.
Okay. What's a typical day for Alexandrite?
A typical day would probably be she wakes up, and she skips breakfast a lot because it's not very interesting to her. She heads straight down to the library. She spends the entire day poring over any books that she hasn't read yet. And then she probably goes and tries to find, and people bring in things for her to restore, like old scripts or old books or tomes. And one thing about her is that when there's something that people are kind of wary about or cautious about, it's not really that daunting to her, and she is more interested in observing it and taking notes on it rather than running away. So,
okay, so you are currently enjoying whatever glass of whatever brew that you currently are enjoying on. Probably bought by a patron that thanked you for a job well done. That person's gone by now. You watch as very brightly dressed gentleman seems to come over to you. Different colors, mainly bright. Goes ahead and takes a seat there in front of you. Yes, dear. I wanted to know, you're Alexandrite, yes?
Yes, hi.
Yes. I actually wanted to see if you could, decipher something for me.
I certainly can try. What's your name?
Oh, you called me, Aragel. It's a pleasure to meet you.
You as well. How can I help you?
Yes, I actually came across this very, interesting, artifact, and, I wanted to see, there's, some writing on it that I'm a pretty simple man. You can't tell by my clothes, but, I can't seem to see what it means. You see, he just gives out. He seems to pull out. Looks like a stone raven. He kind of like sits it on the table right here underneath one of the wings. You can see the raven's like in mid-flight. Right here on the right wing, there's a inscription of some kind. I can't really tell what it means.
Okay. Alright, can I take a look at it? And I'll see if I can figure anything out about it?
Oh, yes, of course.
So could I roll like a history check? Or,
Yes, yes, you may.
Okay. Uh, 24.
24. You,
Can I tell what language it's in?
it's in common, but it's in a very old, like, tongue. It's almost like reading, deciphering, like, say, American English to, like, Old English. It's like
Okay.
trying to, like, see what each word means.
Okay. I gotcha. So would I be able to decipher what it says?
You look underneath, and there's a phrase. It says, "I am sorry." And you look at it. You look back. You look back at the man. He is gone. And the raven's mouth opens up as a mist swirls around you, encases you. You are no longer in the bar. You are just wandering in this endless mist. We end up back at the tent. The old woman looks at the card. She flips over the second card. The second card reads The Soldier. This card depicts a woman with short hair, and a breastplate, and a sword by her side. A very stern look on her face. The woman traces the outline of the card with her old wrinkled fingers, as that picture seems to distort. We no longer hear the sounds of the people outside telling stories and having a good time. We now hear ting! Ting! The sounds of the hammer being smashed against the anvil. We hear the sound of hot metal being poured on by water. Ingrid, go ahead and describe yourself to us, please.
I just be, this current moment, just fashioning a sword for a chap in the army. That's all I'm really doing at the moment.
Okay.
My name's Ingrid Galaglass. I'm a forward master for the army, and well, that's all there be.
Okay. And what does Ingrid look like?
Ingrid. She'd be rather short, about 4.5 feet tall, about medium weight, and she had bright red hair with fierce blue eyes, really able to just pick you apart as she looks at you.
All right. So you are currently banging away, fixing up a sword that a soldier had brought into you. You hear the sound of your shop being opened as you see a gentleman seems to come inside. Very long black cape. Very nicely dressed. He just seems to come over and just kind of looks at some of your wares. Looks at a breastplate as he's currently just looking at it, like checking his reflection in it.
Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Yes. I was wondering, how much for this breastplate right here? My other one is, well, it has seen. It has seen some things. If I can be quite honest, and about to go on a new adventure, and I want to make sure that I'm well protected.
I fashioned this myself just yesterday. Oh, I think the going rate for this is about 400 gold pieces, my friend.
400 gold pieces. I can certainly take care of that. Give me one moment. You see, you're kind of, I assume probably like saying this as you're always working. You're always doing something. Even if you're talking, you're kind of like looking back and still like banging away on the sword. You can kind of hear him playing with the coins, and you see that you can hear like the sound of a pouch being dropped onto the table. Do you turn around to look?
I would.
Okay, you look down. You look at one of the gold coins that is laying there. Something you notice instantly. This is foreign money. The money doesn't seem like it is from this area at all. Not that it bothers you, it's just something that you notice.
Aye. That's strange money. Where's it come from?
Oh, that. And he kind of goes quiet, and you see behind him a fog starts to crawl into your shop as he starts to walk back. You never see his face as it's covered up by a hood, but you can see almost a toothy smile as you go to like reach for the gold. The sword is left. You do have your equipment on you, but you are sucked into this foggy void. The appearance comes back to the tent. The old woman kind of strokes her face softly. She kind of flips over the third card. This card is known as the Mercenary. This particular card depicts a man in armor. He has 3 daggers on his breastplate, a long sword kind of hanging from his shoulders, and a pouch of money at his side. He just has this kind of look of like raising his eyebrow at someone. This is where the picture begins to distort. And we find ourselves on a road. just a normal path. You can tell that this path has been taken many times by carts, merchants, and those just traveling. Joseph, if you will go ahead and describe your character for us.
All right. Aaron Gorndal is a half wood elf. He has sort of unkept long hair coming back and a little bit of a beard. Just hasn't shaved, hasn't done anything with it. A little bit tan from being out in the sun and everything. He's medium sized and he's about 6 foot, and he's just walking down the road. Probably has a couple rabbits over his side, about to maybe set up camp, skin them. He's been out hunting.
Okay. So you are following down this path, and you're looking for a good place to set up camp for the night as the sun is starting to slowly come down off the trees in the horizon in front of you. You go ahead and start to set up camp. Make me a perception check.
Alright. That's a 19.
19. As you go to start like putting up a small, simple little tent, you suddenly hear the sound of wolves. And you're not stupid. You know, this sounds larger than a wolf should sound. It's almost... You could probably guess from the sound twice its size. But there are several, and you could hear them coming from a set of bushes over to your left.
I hold out my hand and I make my long sword appear, and I get into a defensive stance, and I'm ready.
Alright. As you get ready, you've got your long sword out, ready for anything that comes out of those bushes. Behind you, you hear howls again. As you are just become circled by this pack of wolves. You turn to look, and one wolf jumps out. But as it jumps out, you see it shifts into a mist. Another one jumps out, shifts into mist. All these wolves like jump out at you, and this mist surrounds you, engulfs you. We come back to the tent. The woman flips over the 4th card. It shows the name The Broken One. This card depicts a man. He's got his hands on his face. Almost looks like a mirror is partially shattered, and he's like screaming, like he has been through a lot. You can see the anguish in his face. The image distorts for a moment, and we see a door. It's dark wherever it is. The door opens, and Caesar, if you will describe your character, please.
Alrighty. Isri he kind of falls into all the stereotypical ideas of what an orc should look like. He's probably 6'5", muscles on muscles type vibes. He's wearing pretty simple dark clothing, like traveling clothes. Short black hair that kind of comes into a beard, like a really thin beard that just kind of like comes along his jawline. The only thing really like the only thing that stands out about him is on the middle of his neck at about where his axial vertebrae is. There's a huge puncture wound, like a big, not wound but scar. This kind of star-shaped scar that's just sitting there.
All right, so you are currently leaving a tavern for the evening. You've really have had all the fun that you really want to have for the night. You, again, of course, got to another bar brawl and again was victorious for the evening. As you come out this side door of this bustling city, it's kind of quiet at the current moment, but you can kind of hear like the sound of something running down the alleyway behind you.
I'm gonna like kind of whip around real quick.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
Alrighty. One second. Oh, that's bad. That's a total of 5.
You didn't get a really good look. You swear you saw something. What do you do?
I'm gonna. So I heard something behind me. Was it getting closer or getting farther away?
It is. Sounds like the footsteps are running farther away from you.
All right. I'm just gonna kind of awkwardly jog in the direction that it sounded like it was going.
Okay, and as you do, you come and you find another smaller being, kind of in front of you. This boy looks to be not much older than 10 years old. You can tell that his face is a little dirty from probably the alleyway. It's just really dirty. And he's kind of just looking up at you with these wide eyes, like unsure of what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna kneel down, try and get onto his level as much as I can.
Okay.
Hey, are you okay? What are you running for?
The hags, they're after me.
What's after you?
The hags, and he like seems to scream as he kind of points the direction of where he just came from, as this fog follows where the boy you think came from, and you can now see this fog just swirl around you and engulfs you. You try to reach out for the boy, and you just miss him. You aren't able to get a hold of him. You come back to the tent, and you see she goes to lift the 5th and final card of her set. She drops the card, but for the first time, a card falls on top of the card. There are 2 cards laying on top of each other. She's curious about this coincidence. She moves both cards over. The first card is known as the Myrmidium, and the second card is known as the Innocent. The Myrmidium card is a man cloaked in this armor with a shield and a short sword. Almost looks like a Spartan wear attire. And the Innocent looks to be a young woman. Beautiful hair, beautiful eyes, beautiful necklace. Both cards start to distort just a tiny little bit. And we are brought to the forest. We're deep within the forest currently at the moment. Snoop, if you will introduce yourself and your companion.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, my guy's name is Kor Kassir. He is a wood elf ranger, beast master. He lives in one of the more dangerous forests along the Sword Coast. And him and his two parents, they just kind of they act as sort of like freelance guides and things for people who don't really want to take the trek through the forest. They just offer a little bit of help for money. He's returning home from the day. He's got like a couple of rabbits on his belt. Good day of hunting. And alongside him, just kind of walking on his fists, is a chimpanzee. And the chimpanzee is wearing what can only really be described as like a hand-woven grass and twig fanny pack that's just full of like baseball-sized rocks with which to throw at people. Yeah, he's just making his way home after a good day of hunting.
And what is your companion's name? I'm
oh,
sure.
That's right. Yes. My companion's name is Bongo. That was his given name at birth. I did not pick that name for him.
All right. So you and Bongo are currently walking back to. I would assume you have a home out. In the forest.
It's nothing too special. It's like a hand-built little cottage. My mother, who is a druid, uses a lot of her magic to kind of keep the place looking nice and fancy. Keeps a lot of the predators away with all of her, fancy druidic magic. Oh, one other, let me give you a little bit of description of what Core looks like. He is a wood elf. He's got the long pointed ears. He's pretty short. He's about 5'7". He's a young elf. He's in his like mid-50s. So he's not even like an adult yet. He has these like deep forest green colored eyes, black hair. It's about shoulder length. He's got it pulled into a tight ponytail, and his skin is pretty tan from living outdoors all of his life. And he also has these like druidic looking tattoos that kind of start at like his neck and go down the left side of his chest, and then his left arm is like a sleeve of these tattoos.
Interesting. So you and Bongo are you're about eye shot, maybe 60 feet away from what I would call a hobble.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. Some of the wood is hanging off a little bit. It's not perfect, but it isn't rotting. It's still very structurally sound. You see, Bongo is, keeping very close to you, just walking across on his fist. You see, he kind of stops for me. He goes, and he kind of like points over to the right.
I look where he's pointing,
and you notice on a tree branch sits a raven, and it's just kind of looking at you. Just
does it look like just like a normal raven that would be in the forest, or does it look like out of place?
It is out of place because in your area there are no ravens.
Oh, okay.
You have robins. You have blue jays. You have the normal like forest birds, like an owl every now and then. But a raven is more about 10 miles to the south of you.
I'll wave my hand and I'll cast Speak with Animals. I'll just say, "What are you doing here, friend? You're not supposed to be over here. You live more to the south. Get lost."
Help! Is what you hear from the voices. Then you're starting to hear several more, and you just hear them. You hear them from all over the place in the trees above you. Help! Help! All around you and Bongo.
Intercom. I don't know what is. Yeah, I'm looking around. Would I have a chance to like hide before they see me, or am I pretty much like they see me?
I mean, y'all all get dumped right in the middle, like all.
Okay, cool.
Like within about 10 or 15 feet of each other.
Yeah, I'm ignoring all of them, and I'm making sure that Bongo is not injured in any way, shape, or form.
Bongo has landed on his head, but he seems to be fine. He just he kind of looks at you, kind of like sticks out his tongue at you.
Good, alright. And then I just look up and see that there's 4 people that I don't know, and I just kind of freeze up.
I summon my sword away, and I just kind of look. I want to look around and see who's all here.
All right. You see a dwarf. You see a human. You see an orc. You see a wood elf and a chimpanzee upside down.
Which one of you summoned me here?
Not me.
So-
That's for sure.
Ignored.
How the
Who are you?
fuck did I get here?
Go ahead.
Are we in like a wooded area? Or are we out in like the middle of?
Nowhere. So you guys are currently looks like you're on a path currently, and you'll all instantly notice it is gloomy. You look up, it is a complete overcast. There doesn't seem to be any light whatsoever coming from the sun, where the sun should be. You last checked.
I can just tell by looking around. This is not the woods that I'm used to. This is not like nowhere. This is like I'm very clearly like somewhere that's very different.
Very much so.
Cool.
Izzy would probably try and see if that little kid's around here. Probably look around and see if he got dragged on with.
You currently don't see a young boy. The boy was about 10 years old, red hair. He does not seem to be around.
All right. Weird.
Could I roll like a perception check to like try to listen in the woods?
Yes, of course you can.
That's a 4.
You can't really hear anything at the current moment. It could be you're still a little disoriented from this whatever just happened.
You said we're on a path, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna like get down, go full like ranger mode. Is there like a specific direction that it looks like there's tracks going, or is it like a pretty well traveled road?
It's you notice that there is a cart that seems to go down the path, and you could see about maybe 2 football fields away, about 200 feet. There seems to be a village.
I'm just gonna look to the people that I'm standing with here now and be like, I think introductions can wait. We should probably get to that village. The woods at night is never a good idea.
I could use an ale right now. It's after what I've been through.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah, I think kind of regardless of what they're doing, Core just starts making his way towards the village.
Alright, awesome. So, you all start making your way to the village. I will bring you all to a new map. So, you are all coming down from, I believe it's this way down here. You can kind of hear, as you're getting closer to the village, tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestone. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence, except for the mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. You just hear this almost like inconsolable crying and sobbing coming from a home nearby.
I'd like to go towards that home.
Okay, it will be, you'll be going this way at the current time. So you start making your way towards that home. As you're passing through, you come to a crossroads. To the left, you can kind of see what looks to be a tavern building, and to the right looks to be a general store of some shape, form, or fashion. You're not entirely 100% sure. For the general store, the sparse light from this building spills out from behind drawn heavy curtains. A sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, reads Bildris Mercantile. To the tavern, a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog, the only light in this area. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern. The tavern is about 60 feet square from which you can tell. The other establishment is about 70 feet long, 40 feet wide. But for Ingrid, who was going towards the townhouse, you come up to this little townhouse. You can tell it has seen its better days. And you can hear the moaning sob that floats through this house. It's about a 2-story townhouse. You can tell instantly that it seems to be boarded from the inside. You just hear a woman crying.
Can I try to open the door?
You go to try to open the door. There's no give.
Alright, I'll pull out my hammer and I'll try to knock it down.
Okay, you go to try to open the door. And nothing. You just hear a voice. Because truth, I am so sorry. Please come home.
Yeah, I'd like to try to knock the door down if that's okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead and try to knock the door down. Make me an attack roll.
As I see him trying to like just smash down a door, I'm just gonna like make my way to the tavern. I don't want to be associated with a break with a
Yeah, I'm
break
joining
an
them. I'm
entry.
like, I'm not, way to make yourself known here.
Okay, what was that roll?
Sorry.
It may take a little bit of time for it to show up for me. Alright. 14? Oh, yeah. Boo! You can see a crack start to split. You want to make another attack?
Yeah, one more time.
Okay. Bring it down. Roll 20 likes to take its time.
It's a 9.
9. Kind of like slip a little bit. You're kind of like losing your footing some.
I'll try one more time.
Go for it.
Damn, another 9.
This just unfortunate.
I'll open away and I'll put my shoulder into it.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a strength check.
15.
15. You're able to break through a little bit. And you see this woman. She's just kind of sitting there, holding a doll. And she's like just sitting there, just crying, holding the doll close to her. You can tell the doll is rotted, but she's still holding on to it. Like it's the last thing that she'll ever get to like hold.
What does this woman look like?
She is, you could tell she's about 40 years old. She has a oval face, brown eyes, brown hair. Both are in a ponytail, peasant clothes that look like they have not showered in a long time. But she does not smell, surprisingly. But she is just holding on to this doll.
Well, I'll kneel down beside her and I'll say, "Ma'am, are you okay?"
She kind of just like sits there, like strokes the doll's face. Gertrude, my precious Gertrude, she is gone.
Who took her?
I don't know. She is just now a teenager, and she broke out of the house a week ago. She has not been seen since.
Do you know where she might have gone?
I don't know. I don't know. She was such a good girl. I did not think that she would. I did not think that she would run from me, but she did.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah.
18.
This is a woman that has not left the house in a week since her daughter has left. She is obviously upset.
Yeah, I was trying to get at if she was telling the truth about where.
Oh,
she
yeah.
didn't know where her daughter went.
Yeah, she's. From what you can tell, she seems to be telling the truth on that.
Could I look for like signs around the house, like notes or anything that might point to where her daughter might have gone?
You can definitely. Are welcome to try. You can make a investigation check if you'd like. Throughout
We
the
got
house.
a great number. Got a great number on this. 18.
19. Really, the only thing you find, really, is the malformed doll. You kind of see, on the tag, it says, "Is no fun, is no blinksy."
Can I have this doll, ma'am? I might be able to take it with me and see if I
No!
can find her.
This is the only thing I have left of her.
All right, ma'am. Let me just get a good look at it then. What does the doll look like? Just you said it was like rotting.
Yeah, it's a rotting, fray doll. Looks like a child. It's got like a straw dress. Really, no noticeable features about it. Just the phrase, "Is no fun, is no blinksy."
All right, ma'am. I'll see if I can find her. You stay safe, and I'll go to leave.
Okay, she's just sitting there, like, crying herself. Like, as she, like, sits there and, like, grasps the doll with her hands.
Did I see where the other party members went?
I think the rest of them are outside waiting for you.
As soon as he pulled out the hammer and started breaking down the door,
Yeah.
I went to the tavern.
You're like,
followed him.
alright, peace. You have fun with that. Okay.
Well, I made it kind of obvious I went to the tavern.
Oh,
I wasn't
did you?
trying
Okay.
to hide it.
Oh, okay. You're like, alright, bye. Okay. So, for those that go to the tavern, I'll bring you to another new map. So this actually does not have a map in the module, so I found this that someone made. I think it is beautiful.
This is a good one. Where's the, I'm assuming the entrance is like right here.
Yes, that is the entrance.
Wait, hold on. I gotta get my boy out there.
Yes.
Here we go. That's not a goblin at the bar, is it?
No, that is a terrible picture of of the bartender. Big,
Okay.
big, large man. You can see like he has a beard that comes down to his neck. He kind of just looks over to you, kind of points to the chimp. What is that?
I go, no need to worry about him, sir. I'm sure he's more well behaved than most of the patrons that come through here. Where am I? What village is this?
Barovia.
What in God's green earth is Barovia? Never heard of that town before. Am I on the Sword Coast still?
Where's that?
Oh, dear God. Somewhere far away, apparently. Where is this Barovia? What continent, what kingdom are we in right now?
He kind of like rolls his eyes. Barovia.
Thank you for being helpful. Right, I'm gonna wait for the rest of the party to come over. I'm gonna go and find the most isolated area possible, which is probably over here. Before I do, I'm gonna stop by the barkeep and go like, "Do you have tea?"
And you see, one of these, you see three, ladies, very nicely dressed, very colorful clothes. Yes, we can actually go ahead and put on some tea. We generally don't sell that, but, we can go ahead and get you, some started.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Tea for me, hard liquor for him, and I point to Bongo.
All right. You see, the barkeep just kind of like, kind of looks at you. We have two things. We have wine and wine.
Fine, then I'll have the wine for him.
You want?
He's not very picky.
You want? I gotta remember the names of the grape mash or red dragon crush.
I look to Bongo for a second. I don't cast Speak with Animals. Like, which one sounds better?
I assume you guys have like sign language. He tells you red.
Red Dragon one, please.
He goes ahead and nods. That'll be a glass of that will be 1 cup apiece. A pitcher is going to be 1 silver.
I think we'll take the pitcher after all day.
Goes ahead
And,
gets a
give him my monies.
Alright, he goes ahead and starts working on the pot of tea as well as pouring the pitcher and kind of sits it on the table for you to grab yourself because he is lazy.
Yeah, Bongo just starts drinking from the pitcher.
Okay. What's the rest of my party doing? I know.
I was following him.
Yep, I know you're following him. Astrid.
Haven't seen that everybody would have left me. I would probably head to the tavern.
Okay.
See if I can find them.
Okay. You end up finding at least the wood elf man and the monkey from earlier sitting at a table by themselves.
Monkey's just chugging wine.
Alexandrite.
I would probably be trying to figure out where I am, like looking for clues about like what part of the world I'm in.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put
any
you.
interesting creatures.
I'll go ahead and pull you on the map as well. Aragon as well. Ziri, what are you doing?
Isri probably would have waited for Astrid to get done crashing the door in just to see what was going on. So probably would have came in with Astrid.
Okay. So, you all start to come in and you all notice that the barkeep does the typical barkeep NPC thing. Takes a glass and starts to clean it. Puts a glass back on the shelf, cleans it. He repeats this. The interesting thing is once he's done with all the glasses, he starts over and cleans it again.
I'll have an ale. Sorry.
You see, the barkeep looks down at you, Ingrid. What can I get you?
Aye, I have an ale.
I don't know what that is, but we got wine and wine.
I'll have a nice red wine then.
1 silver piece for a pitcher. A cup is 1 copper.
Can you break change for a gold piece?
Yeah, of course.
Well, actually, hang on. How much is it for a night? Room.
I mean, he just goes ahead and gives you, like, several pitchers for that.
Okay, I'll take several pictures.
Yeah.
I'll give him a gold piece.
Okay. You notice, like, he went to go and, like, exchange the money. Quickly, you get a quick glance. You realize one of the pieces looks just like the piece the strange gentleman had from your shop before you got napped.
That's strange.
What is this place?
I don't know.
You hear me call out from the corner, "It's Barovia," wherever that is.
I am good with maps and stuff, since I'm a wanderer. Do I know anything about this place?
You've never heard of Barovia. It's a foreign concept to you.
Never heard of it.
You all kind of see this man. He's kind of sit there in this like other area by himself, by the hearth. Like, oh, fellows, if you want to come over here, I might be able to answer some questions for you. He kind of waves.
Well, I'll take my 10 pitchers of wine and walk over to him.
I'll follow as well.
Israel will go too.
Okay.
I'll stand in the doorway.
I'll follow.
I'm on the wall, just leaning on it.
Wow, you are all an interesting group. I've never seen. This is. First, where are my manners? My father would jump from his grave and stab me if he saw that I wasn't introducing myself correctly. Ismark Koyana. And I guess you can call me the Burgermeister of Barovia.
Hi, Ismark. Are you like... What the hell is a Burgermeister?
Well, so I run the village, basically. Technically, my father was Burgermeister, but he has long since passed, and I have inherited that title now.
So, you're like a mayor.
I don't know if that's the phrase to use, but yes, perhaps. And Ismark is a very good-looking guy, about in his 30s, long blonde hair. You can tell he has some kind of like leather armor on, and he does have a longsword and a crossbow on his back. Seems like he can kind of like handle himself for the most part.
Clarify. You did say Burgermeister, right?
Yes,
Okay.
Burgermaster.
Oh, I thought they said burger, like a sandwich.
That's how the accent makes it sound.
Okay.
It's
got umlauts on it.
It's just how the accent kind of.
Oh, so it's like Burgmeister is what it's supposed to sound like.
But in his accent, it's Burgermeister.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's.
So, I'm just glad I got that clarified.
Yes. So by the way, guys, we're gonna be doing Barovian vocabulary on Tuesdays. So you guys can understand what is being said.
Yes.
So anyway. But yes, you are in Barovia.
Well, so where is Barovia geographically speaking?
I actually have a map. Give me a moment. I carry this on my person now because obviously I'm going to have to know the names and places of things now. And he goes ahead and pulls out a map. You all realize this map is pretty old, first thing. Second thing you notice, Barovia is the only thing on the map. There is no Sword Coast. There is no Waterdeep. There is no Neverwinter.
I think Core is having a little bit of a mini panic attack.
Sir, are you right over there? Do you want to have a seat?
He's just kind of like he's ignoring the dude. He just goes and sits down next to Bongo and starts having a conversation. Who Bongo is probably pretty thoroughly shit faced at this point. He drank a whole pitcher of wine.
Oh yeah, Bongo is having a great time.
I come over to come look at the map and kind of look it over so I can memorize it.
Okay.
Isri would probably ask Ingrid, can I steal one of those?
Why help yourself?
Awesome, thanks. I'm just gonna kind of follow suit with everyone else in the party and start dashing it.
Where are we on this map?
You are here. You see, he kind of points to the lower part. This is the village of Barovia in the kingdom of Barovia. I guess you would call it that. Is that a phrase that is universal? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That tracks, yeah.
Okay.
Who's the king?
We have our great, well, I wouldn't call him great. You see, he kind of like mutters under his breath. But anyway, Lord, Count Strahd von Zervich has ruled these lands since my father's father.
So, this is an old fella.
I don't know. I've never met the man.
See, is that Straw to see who brought us here?
I'm not entirely sure, but you all seem to be pretty well capable men. I guess men. And women, yes, and whatever that hairy thing is at drinking that wine. He points to Bongo.
My companion.
Your companion. I have a favor to ask of all of you. Though I have not come face to face with our Lord and Master, he has taken an interest in my sister Irina. She's not been herself lately. And I think it is because of this man. I would like to get her out of this village and take her to another village nearby, Veliki. It's about a 3 days journey from here. I know it's a lot to ask, and we've just met, but I will compensate you for your time.
I have a question for you.
Yes, of course.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
Oh no, you're good.
I spoke with a woman. I didn't catch her name, but her daughter's named Gertrude, and she went missing. I told her I'd find her. And you heard anything about it?
Gertrude,
Burgermeister,
yes.
after all.
You're talking about Mad Mary. Yes. Gertrude, what I remember, a young girl just had a birthday recently. No, not entirely sure. She did talk to Irina quite a bit, though. That's maybe a question you can ask her.
All right.
What sort of compensation are we talking about for this favor?
Well, I'm not too sure, since you're all from different places, compared to here, not sure if the currency's the same, but I was thinking, 100 gold pieces for, 20 gold each. Just for the time, and of course, for the evening, you are welcome to stay in my home.
I'm looking at the map and look at the road. Do I see the road that takes us to that village he was talking about?
Yes, it does.
If we are to,
From what you can tell, it's about, you can guesstimate about a 3-day journey if everything works out the way you want it to.
if
Can I
we
make
are
an
to
insight check
escort,
on this guy?
Yeah, you can make an insight check.
Okay, I don't trust this dude.
Okay.
if we are to escort her, what are we looking at in opposition? Anything that we need to look out for?
Solid.
You're not entirely sure. You haven't gotten
Cool.
a good beat on him yet. As far as opposition goes, wolves. That's about really all I know of. I've actually haven't really seen much else. In all honesty,
Has there been anything weird happening in town recently?
he kind of looks at y'all. Yes,
Other than us?
my home. The past couple nights, we've been attacked.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Who attacked you?
I don't know what they're called. But some are wolves. Other are bats, and other things look like me and you, but rotting and walking around.
Undead.
It's funny that's been happening ever since Strahd has taken an interest in Irina. My father, rest his soul, he couldn't take it anymore. He had a heart attack and died.
I'm sorry for your loss. That's so horrible.
Yes, we haven't had the chance to, or the time to do the final rites and such. We've been meaning to take his body to the church here, but we haven't had the time nor anyone to really help us.
I could perform the rites if necessary.
That would be wonderful. We would have it done at the church. It's what Father would have wanted, and I know Irina will not go unless that is taken care of. Her and Father were close.
I don't know about final rites, but I don't know about these people, but I'll help your sister get to this village.
So did the attacks... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I got nothing else to do, so I could probably help with both.
I can help with that. Did the attacks start happening after your father died, or did he die
No, he
as a result of the stress from the attacks?
died as a result of the stress. Just one night after one of the attacks, he just fell.
Oh dear. Okay, I can help with the rites if you would like.
Of course, we will. Have you all made gotten your fill of drink? I know you wanted tea. I know Irina probably already has tea already made, and We have some hot beet soup already at home on a pot. If you all want to go ahead and head that way.
Yes, we'll be there in a little while.
Of course.
Excuse me, strangers. I'd like to have a word with you at my table, if that's all right.
Sure.
You see Bongo is kind of sitting.
Absolutely.
Bongo's sitting there like playing with like the cups, and he's making
he's
crash.
flipped over the pitcher. He's flipped over the pitcher and is just banging on the bottom side of it like his namesake.
It looks like we all have to catch up with him.
So I'm looking around at everybody. I'm trying to keep out of earshot of this dude because I don't trust him one single bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at everybody. I'm just going to say, I can assume that we are here under similar circumstances, but I don't believe we should trust this individual, at least not right away. I mean, think about it. He offered us to stay at his home, and then immediately told us that his home is being attacked by monsters every night.
Hey, he needs help. He's desperate, I assume.
And desperate men do tend to pay well. Well, I will not be staying at his home tonight. I will be keeping an eye on the place, but I won't be staying there. Also, he did say that woman that you had talked to, her name was Mad Mary, correct?
Aye.
I have a feeling there's no daughter.
How come?
The woman's name is Mad Mary, implying that she's crazy.
Aye, it's possible.
Well, if you do decide to go looking for the child, I'm sure you could use my expert tracking skills to your advantage.
Well, if there actually is a child in the equation, then it might be useful to try to find her.
Aye, it could be useful. I've tracked down many a child in my day. They get lost in the woods so easily. Sorry, I'm bad with what you call manners. My name is Cor. I don't believe I know any of your names, and have introduced ourselves yet. I'm Cor, and this delightful fellow sitting across from us is Bongo.
Hi, my name's Ingrid. Nice to meet you. And I'll stick my hand out and go to shake your hand.
Yeah, I'll hesitate for a second, and then I'll shake your hand back.
I'm Isri. Nice to meet you.
I'm Alexandra. How do you do?
Aaron.
Well, now the instructions are out of the way, I have some business I'd like to attend to. Those of you with a talent for being sneaky, feel free to follow, but if not, I'd rather work alone.
I'll follow.
I could probably go with you. I just have to ask our new friend a question real quick.
Waiting outside.
And I guess I'll go over to Ismark.
Okay. Ismark kind of looks up to you. Yes.
Hey, real quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it right now? Because it's dark outside.
It's currently right now 7 in the evening.
Okay. About what time is sunrise?
Kind of like thinks for a moment. Believe it's around 6. Around 6 in the morning.
Alrighty, thank you. And I guess I'm gonna go catch up to Core.
Okay.
Just waiting outside for him.
As you're outside, Core, you hear a ding 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 of like a little bell. And you see this little old woman pushing this cart. you instantly smell pie. Well, hello, dearies. Welcome to Barovia. I'm sure I've not met any of you before. Granny. Granny is what everyone calls me. Would you like a pie?
Thank you, but I think I'll pass for now, Grandmother.
Of course. Just remember, if it's not Granny's, it's not good.
Sorry, not a big fan of eating children, so.
Oh, I don't eat children, dear. I have chestnut. I have apple and a special blend of meat pie.
There it
special
is.
indeed.
I'll pass as well. I'm a little bit more of a non-pie eater.
Of course.
Same here.
If hope to see you all again, and maybe then you'll have hungry tummies. She kind of like wheels her cart over. He kind of dings as she like walks away, hunched over.
Once she gets out of earshot, I'm gonna look at the other two. That lady was creepy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure I was
Someone
reading it
too.
well.
Everyone in this town is creepy.
This may indeed be hell, my friends.
Core, what were you thinking about doing?
I was thinking about casing that man's house, making sure that it's structurally sound and that there's no obvious dangers in going inside.
All right.
And I planned to do so rather quietly as well.
Did anybody even ask where his house is?
I planned on following him.
You see, Ismar kind of gets up. Oh, all right. Well, if y'all are all ready to go, I am certainly ready for some tea and some soup. Eric, my good friend, have a good evening. And you see, the barkeep just kind of like, and just Ismark starts walking out. At this point, we'll go ahead and take ourselves a 10-minute little break, stretch your legs, get whatever water to coat our throats, and we'll be right back.
Alrighty.
See you guys in a bit.
All right.
See you guys in a bit.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. Alright, we are back after a small little break. Got me some tea. Hope everyone got stretched, used the bathroom, all that great stuff. Our party just met Ismark, and we are about to go to Ismark's home as Snoop's character is going to scope the place out, see if Ismark's hiding some stuff, see what's in his dirty laundry.
That's right.
Basically, because for whatever reason, he does not trust Ismark.
That's my character flaw.
Yeah, no, I completely understand, and you know that's a reasonable flaw. You get sucked into a freaking mist.
I get sucked into a weird old land, and the mayor's just like, yeah, come stay at my house that's being attacked by werewolves and vampires and zombies.
He never said vampires. He just said bats.
Oh, that's right. He did say bats. Sorry, I heard people and bat, and my brain just put two and two together.
It's okay. Anyway,
It does give off some vampire vibes.
it does a little bit. So, as you guys are working your way towards the mansion, a weary-looking mansion squats beneath a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lays cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Cling, cling, cling. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been tampered down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish off the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed this mansion. No, not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any of the windows. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with the stain of evil omen. As all of you are coming onto these grounds for the very first time, you are more than welcome to make a investigation check.
So, I would actually like to break off, and I want to go full step.
Okay, you want to go full, nose to the ground, Bongo at toe, as close as he can, because he's just minding his own business, because he's having a great time. He's had too much to drink.
He has had too much to drink, and I think Bongo's a little bit of a drunk too. So he's throwing shit around. He's being a little loud, and I'm just like, God damn it, Bongo.
And what's
I
fine?
got a 8.
Yeah. What did you get?
I got an 18 for investigation.
18 for investigation.
I got a 16.
Okay.
Would roll investigation as well. I got a 19 for stealth, and then for investigation, a 14.
14? For those that surveyed the ground and you got above 11, you check and you can discern that trampled weeds are all around the mansion, as well as score of wolf paw prints and human footprints. So, at least from this tale, you can discern that Ismark has been telling the truth about the attacks.
Can I determine what direction the footprints look like they came from?
They seem to be coming from out of town.
Cool. I'll just kind of druid craft some of the plants to make them look presentable.
Okay. You can definitely do so.
For the prints or the tracks, is it human tracks and wolf tracks jumbled all together going in the same direction?
Yeah. They're kind of intertwined. They look like they're fighting each other.
Okay.
For position.
Okay. I was wondering if it was either that or it was wolf tracks
And
the
the wolf tracks look larger than normal wolves.
Gotcha.
Oof. Big old boys.
I look at old boy here and I ask him, how often do these attacks happen? What time do they usually?
It's been every other night, and they've been happening for about a week now. I want to say a week now. Yes.
Are we due for an attack?
No, tonight should be a. He says quiet night.
They're excited. No.
All right. I'll basically take a lap around the perimeter of the mansion just to see if I see anything.
I'm doing the same thing, but in stealth.
Okay. You both are checking around to make sure everything looks good. You do see back behind there is 2 horses and a cart, kind of just hanging out in their little stable area. Every door and window that you can tell is boarded up pretty tight.
Can I do a perception check to try and figure out if there's anything magical or anything sounds weird or smells weird?
Yeah, you can definitely attempt that.
If I'm looking too, could I give her advantage?
Yes.
I got an 18.
18. Death is what you smell.
I smell death, decay.
Yeah. Decay, rotting flesh.
I'm gonna whisper to the party, God, it smells like death in here.
Well, y'all are still outside.
Oh, okay.
Y'all are still outside. As you,
okay.
As Ismark gets to the door, he kind of knocks on the door, and you hear a voice from inside. Yes. Who goes there? Ismark kind of leans to the door. Irina, dear. It's me. Ismark. I brought us some friends. You see, you kind of hear the sounds of chains being removed and things being unlocked. She kind of opens up the door a little bit. And I will go ahead and show, I'll put a token at where I think the door would be to this mansion. You guys should be able, here in a moment, to see this little mansion.
Yeah, I'll join back up with the party, but I'll de-stealth when I've done my perimeter sweep.
Okay. I'll put a token out for Irina if you guys want to like zoom in and get a good look at your hostess for the evening. You can tell that. So Ismark said that they were brother and sister. Ismark is pale as pale can be. Irina is dark-skinned. She has auburn red hair. She is very nicely dressed. She's got a red scarf that's around her neck. All right. Of course. And you hear she kind of puts the door back, then opens it, unlocks it one more time, and opens it for you all. Please, come in. Ismark, I've already started the tea, and the soup is still on. I'll go ahead and prepare some more seats for the table. And do I need a dog bowl for that one? He points to Bongo.
No, he's quite intelligent. Plate and fork and knife will be fine.
All right, I will set 6 more places then. And she goes ahead and starts working her way in the kitchen. As you all can start coming in, you can tell that the interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. For those that were wanting to be checking out the place, you all notice the Burgermeister is in a side drawing room on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin, surrounded by wilting flowers and a faint odor of decay.
Okay then.
Make the flowers bloom up a little bit more. I'll Druid craft that.
You see, Ismark looks at y'all. Yes, that is father. He, like I said, we haven't had a chance to take him to the church. Irina, when you're done, can you come in here for a moment? And kind of comes in. Yes. I believe these people, they've agreed to help us. We're gonna be taking you to Valak in the morning. She kind of like looks shocked. But Father, they're going to help us with Father in the morning as well. We will take him to the church first thing in the morning. Speak with Father Donovich, get all that taken care of, and leave. You won't have to worry anymore. You see, she kind of like relaxes for a moment. Oh, thank the morning Lord. I appreciate your help so much. You see, she kind of goes back and starts pulling some plates out, starts setting them down, puts some tea out for everybody in some hot beet soup.
Do they do they seem like they're obviously like the wealthy people here, but like due to the circumstances, do they look a little bit like worse for wear in like the food department?
Now they seem to be doing fairly okay for the
Oh,
most
okay, cool.
for the most part.
I think I'm still. I think as soon as they bring out the food, I'm gonna remember that I have like 3 rabbits hanging from my belt because I was hunting. And I'll give that to whoever as like a thanks for letting us stay in your house. Have something,
You,
some fresh rabbits.
you see, Irina takes them. It's like, oh, I haven't had rabbit stew in a while. Thank you. What do I call you?
Cool is my name.
Cool. Very nice to meet you. She,
You're very well.
you see, she kind of puts it. She kind of like takes it back and starts the process of preserving it for a later time. She kind of comes back out as you're all sitting at this table. You see, she kind of like starts fixing her scarf a little bit, make sure that it's tight on her neck.
Can I just like make a perception check? I don't want to say anything out loud. I just want to kind of see if I can see what she's doing.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, Aaron is still outside.
Okay.
He never came in.
Okay.
I probably don't see anything.
Okay.
I got a 9.
9. You're not entirely sure what she's doing.
Cool.
What are you doing outside? Are you just watching the ground still?
Basically, while I'm in the back, can I see if there's like any tracks in the back to see if they're coming from the back as well, or just the front?
They seem to be coming. So you saw the tracks that were leading to the front door, but you also see some tracks that lead to the back as well, and it's the same set of wolf and humanoid footprints.
Alright. I'll walk like 5 feet down the path that they seem to be coming, and I'll place my hunting trap.
Okay, gonna place a hunting trap there.
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
And maybe like come back and I'll try to set up like a camp, have like a campfire, and lay down my bedroll outside.
Okay. All right, you find yourself inside with everybody else. You see, Ismar kind of looks at Irina, and he knows that she's like acting a little weird. Irina, I was thinking. She's like, yes. We need to tell them everything. And she kind of like, all right. I'm not sure really where to start or how to explain it, but Ismark's right. You see, she kind of frowns a little bit. She takes her scarf off a little bit. She unwraps it. As she does, on the right side of her neck, you see 2 puncture marks on her neck.
Oh.
Excuse me, she's a vampire.
What? We're not entirely sure what that is.
You don't know what a vampire is? Blood-sucking, garlic crosses, holy water, hate the sunlight kills. The vampires, they're like the...
I'm not sure. Usually, it started about a week ago. He would come to me at night. He would be standing outside my window. At first I thought it was odd, because my room is on the second floor. And he would reach out to me, ask me to come with him. And those eyes, such fire in those eyes. I feel myself moving towards him. But I don't want to. But I still do. And right before he comes in, I wake up. And the first night it happened, I had these.
Oh my. Who was the Strahd fellow? Is he this who you're talking about?
I believe that's... yes.
He seems like a little bit of a creepy guy.
Yes, 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 indeed.
I
am not a fan so far.
I don't understand it. Because I don't want to go with him. But just the way he looks at me and he calls to me, part of me goes. That is why I want to leave. Valaki is... they have walls around Valaki. Walls that are at least 30, 40 foot tall. Guards everywhere.
I hate to bring this to a negative note, but you said he was on the second floor, or your room was on the second floor, and you saw him outside your window. I'm afraid that walls are you're going to need a little bit more than walls. Do we have any other plans?
Valaki was the only thing we know. There's a church there. A old family friend of father's. It is said to be hallowed ground.
I think that would be your better bet.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why we want to go there. But every time we ask someone to take us, they turn us away.
Well, I think we can get you there.
We won't let him take your lass.
You see, she's like tearing up, and you see Ismark Chana just puts her hand, his arm around her, kind of puts her like forehead against his. Hey, remember I promised you. I'm not gonna let him take you. Even if I have to fight to my last breath, he will not touch you. And she kind of smiles. Thank you, Ismark. Ismark kind of looks at you. You're probably all wondering. Me and Irina. We're not brother and sister by blood. Me and father one day were out in the woods, not too far from here. Maybe about 2-3 miles into the woods. We were out on a trail when we came onto a pack of wolves. We were able to scare them away. That is where we found... This is where we found Irina.
She was living with wolves?
All I remember...
Yes.
...was... running from these wolves. They surrounded me. Then Ismark and father found me. They took me in, clothed me, gave me their last name.
That's unique.
I don't remember anything about my life past that day.
I've heard traumatic events can sometimes cause a lapse of memory.
That's what Father Donovich said. But, we appreciate your help ever so much. You see, as the time kind of passes, anybody can go ahead and make a perception check at this time.
Just everybody?
My passive perception is 14. Does that do anything?
Sure thing.
Scabayo.
Oh,
I got a.
needs to be a little
10.
higher. Needs to be a
Maybe
little higher.
Okay, I'll roll it.
Yeah,
I'll roll.
I got an 11.
Just making sure.
an 11.
Perception. Ooh, one of my good things. But watch me fail it. Haha, natural 1.
Oh no.
Okay.
I've had that happen so much.
You can roll for Bongo if you want, even though Bongo is...
Ah! Making a bongo perception check. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's his
I'm outside
perception?
and I'm stoking the
Hey,
fire. I'm not really paying
he's
attention
got-
to what's around me.
I love this monkey.
Bongo got an at 20.
Are you...
Let's go.
Really? He gets the first step? Natural 20 of the campaign? No, what?
Yes.
Bongo's the main character.
Yeah, okay.
Bongo is now the main protagonist.
Okay.
You thought the cards. You thought I was. God, no, it was Bongo.
Yeah, you're the companion now.
Exactly.
So, you see Bongo is kind of like he wanders off, kind of looks outside. He kind of like starts screeching and like pointing outside, making a racket. He is having a fit.
I'm just like, use your words. Use your words. I taught you.
And
Doing sign language at him.
Yeah, and you see Mark's like looking at him like, what in the... And you see Bongo tells you ghosts outside.
Ghosts. I'm looking outside. Do I see what he's pointing at?
As you look outside, an eerie green light surfaces from the graveyard. From
Ooh.
this light emerges a ghostly procession, wavering images of doughty women toting greatswords, wood-wise men with slender bows, dwarves with glittering axes, and archaically dressed mages with beards and strange pointed hats. All these and more march forth from the graveyard, their numbers growing by the second.
We've got ghosts.
Oh,
Quite a bit of them.
them. No worries. They won't harm you.
Are they nice ghosts?
Not entirely sure, but they never come close to the house. They follow the road.
Do I realize that one of us is still outside? Is he still outside? The one who's staying outside?
Aaron.
Oh, are you still outside?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but I'm not in the front, but I'm in the back.
Okay. So you can kind of see this too, outside now as they're getting a little closer, and it just dawns on you, Con, that he's outside. But
Dang.
they follow the road. The road that
Oh.
usually leads them to the castle.
All right. Hopefully, if our friend stays put, they'll even be.
But I see that they're following the road. They're not really paying attention to the house.
No, they seem to be on a mission. They are marching down the road and they're like going away from the village. They're just going right next to it.
I'll acknowledge it and kind of go back to my campfire and back to what I was doing, just stoking it, just sitting there.
you all continue to watch this procession for a little bit. You can kind of see now they have reached the castle. You watch as they throw themselves off the highest cliff toward the graveyard they once came and disappear.
That is so morbid.
They do that every
This place
night.
gets stranger by the second.
They do that every night. Anyway, it is late. We don't have rooms prepared, but you could set your bedrolls by the camp, by the fire, if you absolutely need to. Irina, go ahead and head up to bed and start packing the things that you can carry. I'll be up soon. All right. She wanders off. Take her off the map. Ismar kind of rubs his head a little bit. You can kind of now look. He looks like he hasn't slept well. But he kind of gets up. You all have no idea how much this means to us.
We're happy to help. It's it's an odd circumstance, but see no reason not to.
Yes.
We're in an odd place ourselves, so we understand.
And perhaps you can find questions or answers in Maine. Sorry. About what or how you got brought here. There as well. But I will retire for the evening. My room is down here on the first floor. You can come and wake me up if you need me. He kind of takes a quick little bow and heads off to his room, leaving you all in the room drinking your hot beet soup and your tea, which is pretty good. Irina makes a pretty good tea.
Just I'm gonna find a spot that's just next to a room that has pretty good window coverage. I'm just gonna camp out in one of those rooms.
Okay.
That has decent window coverage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna alternate sleep shifts with Bong, so neither of us at the same time.
Okay.
I'm just gonna set my pitchers of wine down on the table and drink a few more, and then go to sleep right there at the table.
Okay. That's at the table. Love it.
I'm gonna go out by Aaron and set up a bedroll out there if he's willing to have a partner. I just really am interested in seeing anything new, taking some notes.
Okay.
Isri would probably go ahead and start setting up his bedroll just in the living room.
Okay. You do so right there next to the fire. You get a nice little cozy spot. You all...
Aaron is going to take out his flute for a bit and play.
Okay, go ahead and make me a performance check.
Awesome. Might as well do something a little bit. Ooh, that's something. Let's see. They taught me how to do this. How do I do it? Attribute. You see, this is why I like just doing this.
This music keeps making me think he's gonna say roll for initiative any second.
Okay.
No joke. Very intense.
So, the great thing about Spotify, I just typed in Curse of Strahd, and I found a bunch of playlists. I'm like, ha ha ha. I don't have to
That's awesome.
I don't have to do any work. I love it. I appreciate all you people that made those playlists. What did you get?
10.
10. you're still like all you know is the basic like notes. Like you are learning like a standard scale, like first
He
note,
plays
second
hot
note.
cross buns.
I'm
Yeah,
proficient in it.
yeah. I mean, but that's what you're good at. You know hot crust buns. That's it. But it's good. You know, it's not the Imperial March from Star Wars, but it's good. All right. You all get a
Aces that hot cross buns.
you all get a great night's sleep. Pretty probably for most of you, probably the best you've had in a while. Even if you are like taking your bedrolls and like sleeping on like floor, at least it's comfortable and cozy. You all wake up. You see Irina is already downstairs. She's got her bags and stuff packed. She's outside at the carriage putting stuff up. Ismark is following behind her. Would any of you, gentlemen, help me with raising my father into the carriage?
I'll help with that too.
Okay.
Bongo, would you be a doll?
Bongo will and just.
Yeah, he's got 16 strength. He can lift things.
Oh yeah, he's fine. Did you want to do something, Caesar?
I'm gonna help with the coffin.
Okay. Go ahead and start putting the coffin in. All right.
Make sure I'm alone, and then I'm gonna check my neck for any bite marks.
No roll needed. You check. There's no bite marks.
Cool.
I got up early and tried to see if I went hunting if I'd see anything.
All right. Go ahead and make a investigation check if you would.
Investigation. That's another thing I'm good at. Watch. 19.
With the investigation, even with it, you don't seem to find anything. It's almost as if there's not much around here, at least in this village. At least where you're currently at.
Yeah.
Nearby. But you
I guess
you obviously do see that there's no new wolf prints or anything. So you're pretty certain that y'all didn't have any visitors while you were sleeping.
while I'm coming back, I pick up my trap, put it in my bag, and I see them trying to help and carrying out the coffin, and I'll help them into the cart.
Alright, sounds good. You all begin to make your way to the church. Atop a slight rise, against the roots of the pillar of stone that supports Castle Ravenloft, stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises toward the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof.
Very spooky.
Sorry, I think I got a little confused. Are we already in the town that's 3 days away?
No, you are in the church that needs that they are wanting to hide. They're wanting to bury their father at, which is in the same village.
Cool. I got you.
Same thing. Walk around the church, make a little perimeter.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have a
I'll
black
do the
screen.
same.
All right. Awesome.
Oh, yeah, me too. I didn't know if I thought that was just me, but I do as well.
Okay.
I'll also do a perimeter check, perception check or something.
All right.
Perception. And I'm going to guide myself.
Yes. Guide yourself.
I got a 13 on perception.
13. Okay.
I got
13,
a Also a 13.
Okay. Nothing recently you can tell has happened. As far as any like evil things that go bump in the night, at least not around this church. Opening up the church a little bit to you as you come to the front of it.
I got a 24 for perception.
You can, as you're getting close, Alexandrite, you can kind of hear a voice inside.
I'm gonna tell the party, guys, I think there's someone inside. And then I'm gonna try to stealth.
Hopefully, the priest. Right?
I will also stealth. Oh shoot! Hold on, I have to reboot my. But I will also stealth with guidance. I'm gonna roll this one.
Okay, go for it.
My thing's rebooted.
That's fine. By the way, for those that are listening, I'm letting...
my god, I feel dirty, but I'm not even kidding. It's a natural.
That's fine. Hey, there you go. First is Bongo, now you.
I got a 4, so we should not go with each other.
Okay.
By the way, that would make that roll a 30.
30. Okay. So for those that are listening, I'm letting not only them roll their own dice if they choose, I'm also letting them roll and roll 20. So, just letting you guys know.
I'm sending that picture to the chat right now.
That is completely fine. That's a beautiful roll. I love it. That's beautiful. All right, so you're chef's kiss.
Exactly.
So you go and push on the door. It does open. You can kind of see this entryway of what is the church, and you are low to the ground. You can see in this main hall where the chapel is. The chapel is in shambles, with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles mounted in candlesticks and candelabras light every dusty corner in a attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church sits a claw-scarred altar, behind which kneels a priest in soiled vestments. Next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up into the bell tower. He's just sitting there, like, saying a prayer.
So, Bongo would be wherever the casket people are.
Okay.
I'm standing right by the door, waiting for something to go wrong, as per usual.
As you say that, from beneath the church, this is what you hear. Father! Father, please! I'm starving! You see, the priest kind of the priest kind of looks up a little bit, like, oh, okay, it's probably just him.
Can we be put on the map?
Yes, you can be. If you don't already know how to do that, I can do that for you.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, if you just go and you drag your token onto the map, it puts it there for you.
Okay.
With my invisibility, I would like to go and try to swing around to wherever that voice is.
Okay. You can tell instantly it's coming from somewhere in this door right here.
Okay.
Alright, you gonna open that door?
Is there a keyhole I can peek through, or do I have to open?
You would have to open it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to quietly open it.
Okay, with a still natural 20 on stealth, with a 30, you open it. You find this room looks like to be time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles and puddles of water. In one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor, held shut with a chain and padlock. You could hear the screams a little bit better coming from underneath the trapdoor. Father? Is that you? I can smell your blood.
Oh God. Okay.
You see,
Yeah. What I thought of. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that.
Ingrid and I'm gonna get these names right. Darn it. Elf names. Adrian?
Me?
Irden?
Aaronin. I'm gonna like repeat that and bash it into my head until I know it. You are all like right here, and you see the father looks up to you. He's like, I'm not familiar with all of you. Welcome to the Church of the Morning Lord. Is there something I can? You see, Ismark is kind of like behind you. Like, Ismark. Who are your friends?
As he says that, I'm gonna walk out of the door. Who's in the basement?
I don't know what you're talking about, son.
There's a person locked in your basement screaming about how they can smell our blood, and it's a little unnerving.
No, there's not. Father! Please, just one drop.
Oh, yes, I'm sure that it was a leaky rafter, yes?
You see the priest is starting to like sweat. He's a hefty man. Definitely has a dad bod on him. Balding ring of white hair on his head. Tired eyes. That's my son.
Your son?
Is
Give
he,
me one reason I shouldn't walk in there and bust that padlock open.
I'm trying to find a way to cure him. I don't know what has come over him. That mage came to town and filled everyone's head with hopes of overthrowing Strahd, and my Dorfu. He thought he could join them. Whatever is left of my son is what's in that basement.
I see.
Well, I think I got a cure for him right here, and I'm going to pull out my hammer and walk into the room.
Please.
If that's necessary, my friend. That is his son. You just said you were going to kill his son.
Please.
Sounds like a vampire to me. Vampires don't deserve to live.
So is Irina, but we're letting her live.
She hasn't turned yet. She still has a chance.
Look, please. He's not able to break that lock. If you want to secure the room more and whatever it is that you need to make sure that he doesn't get out, that is fine. But please do not kill my son. I just need more time. You see, he's like literally like crying.
What should we do?
I mean, how much knowledge do all of us have with vampires in the first place?
They're bad news. If he gets loose, he could devastate the town.
I know. Have any of us ever actually come across one before? Do we know for sure how this works besides just folklore and horror stories?
I've never met one in person, but my mother taught me extensively about undead when I was young.
I just don't
Feel
want to
like-
kill you boy if we don't have to.
Yes, I don't think it's necessary, but how long has he been locked down there?
It's been a
I'm sorry,
year.
I didn't hear that.
It's been a. You see, he's kind of like scratching his head. It's been about a year now.
It's been a year, and he hasn't eaten anything, I assume, so I imagine he can't be very strong.
Unless he's
Are you sure that's the only entrance into the basement? There's no other way
no.
out.
That was made. That was made when the church was first built. It's made out of dirt and stone.
What if we took him to Vallaki with us? Try and find a cure for him there.
Please, I
Be much more than it's worth. I'm
want
gonna
to
go. I'm gonna kick my foot down on the door. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, boy, you down there?"
Father? Who's that?
No, it's someone different. If we let you out of here, you're going to try to kill us.
Your blood smells different. You can see, you can hear.
You're not making a very good case for yourself.
Come on, just one drop. Just. And you kind of hear, him try and, bang against the door, but it's hardly a tap.
Yeah, I'm gonna step away and be like, I don't think he's much of a threat down there, so long as he doesn't get lets him break out himself.
What does he mean by one more drop?
No, he says, come on, just one drop. He just wants one drop of blood. He's like an addict. He's like, come on, man, just one hit. I promise I'll be good.
I look at the priest and just ask him, what have you been feeding him?
I've been tossing rats down there.
As long as it keeps him alive and not strong enough to break through, I say go for it.
Thank you. I thank you. Ismark, is there something that I can help you with? Yes, Father. I actually, we came to let you know we are leaving, and we're taking Irina, to Vallaki. We would like you to give Father his blessed rites. Well, yes, of course. Mr. Koyana was always a devout man. Yes, I believe he already has his plot picked out for him. You have his coffin here? Yes, I believe my friends already have got it off the cart. If you would go with them and start preparing his body for his final rites. Wonderful. You see, he starts to wipe his face with his robes. He's all right. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of. Anybody need anything more in this church?
No, I think I'm pretty good.
Okay. I want to bring you guys to a different map.
Oh, crap.
You guys should be able to see it now.
Yeah.
For those that, if anybody needs me to bring you on the map, let me know.
Where'd Bongo go?
Cat?
Yeah, like
you-
my token's like not there. It's like invisible.
Okay, give me a second.
There we go.
Bam.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, yo, yeah, my token went invisible too. What? Okay, cool. I'm just gonna delete these first two because I like my guy being there better.
Okay, that's fine. Anybody else's token acting up?
No?
Okay.
I think I'm all good now.
Okay.
Mine went
Nope,
invisible.
I'm good.
Oh, did yours go invisible too?
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay. Try pulling it out yourself.
I pulled it out myself, but then it went invisible after like 10 seconds.
Okay, how about now?
No,
Oh, is the map on the token layer or the map layer?
That is what I'm looking at. It should. The map should be on the
If
map
it's
layer.
on. If it's on the token layer, switching it will help with that because then it'll put I can't talk. I'm sorry. It'll put the map automatically beneath the token, so the tokens will appear.
How about that? There we go.
There it is.
yes. And I just took the copy of myself off.
Okay. There we go. We got
Thanks.
this. You're welcome. Okay. So, as you are all like gathering, you see Father Donovich has you guys help put Irina and Ismark's father into the ground. He goes ahead and takes a sip of wine. Alright, we are, dearly beloved, we are all gathered. Oh wait, that is the wrong one. I'm sorry, Ismark. And you see, he pats Ismark's shoulder, and Ismark's like, dear Lord Father. Koyon Indrovich was a good man. Kind man. He was the kind of man that I think Barovia could aspire to be. Even in such a dark place, Koyana was a light amongst darkness. And that light shines in both Ismark and his daughter, Irina. My friend, I do not know if you will find rest in the afterlife, but may the morning Lord's light shine forever upon you, your family, and your home. You see, he does his little hand gestures. Ismark, is there anything you want to say? Ismark nods. Kind of comes over. You know, Father, it's funny. A year ago, when you started preparing me to take your place, people started calling me Ismark the Lesser, as if I would never amount to how great of a man you were. And for a long time, I hated that nickname. But if I could be half the man that you were, then I think I'll do alright. I promise, Father. I'll keep Irina safe. And I'll make you proud. Kind of steps back. Father Donovich looks to Irina. Irina, is there anything you want to say? She kind of nods. She steps forward. Ismark got turned a little bit. I forgot that you can do that, apparently. No, Ismark, stop it! Anyway, we'll just leave Ismark alone. Father, I sometimes wonder what my life would be like if you had never found me in those woods that day. Would I still be here? Would I still be alive? You have been so good to me, you and Ismark both. I will never be able to repay the love that you have shown me. I love you. She kind of steps back with tears in her eyes. Volodonovich kind of consoles her. Alright, let's start. And he goes to say, start to cover the body. You all hear the sound of horses being drawn as a carriage enters outside of the graveyard, right over here. The carriage is black. Currently drawing the carriage is a dusk elf. Very fine purple clothes. He steps off from his spot in the driver's seat. He opens up the door to the carriage. At first, there's nothing but blackness inside the carriage. Moments later, a man steps out. This man is a vision. Skin perfect. Long black hair. Red breastplate. Black cape that goes down almost past his knees. White cloth shirt from underneath the red breastplate. And his eyes. Gorgeous. You see that he walks forward a little. Well, Irina, my dear, I apologize that I did not get to know your father in life. But I will give you a shoulder to cry on if you need it. He looks to the rest of you. New guests. New friends. My manners. Let me introduce myself. I am Strahd. Strahd von Zarevich. And welcome. He kind of just raises his arms to the side. To Barovia.
Hi.
Oh no.
I pull out my longbow from my side, and just so he could hear me. What's your business here?
No need for violence, my friend. Irina, my dear Irina. You see, he kind of stretches out his hand. I offer you this. Come with me. Together, we will brighten Barovia once more. Come with me, live by my side, and I swear on my life, he smiles at life, that you will be adored and worshipped for as long as I live. You see Irina. She kind of just her eyes kind of glaze over. She takes a step towards them. Takes another step.
Do I see
I'm
her
gonna grab her.
walking?
No, you are currently... You hear that he's talking to her, but you don't see her because she's behind you.
Okay.
Takes another step.
Rod is such an incel. He just is.
He takes another step, and you see Ismark runs past. He stands right next to you. Edarin pulls out his long sword. You are not going to get anywhere near her.
Can I go stealth?
The lesser interesting. Please know that I will keep your beloved sister safe. You know that it is best for her to come with me. You see, Ismark just pulls the sword like both hands over my dead body. Strahd just kind of puts his hands down for a moment. That couldn't be arranged.
Can I do something really quick?
You may.
Actually, never mind. Doesn't make sense. Go ahead.
Okay.
Stealth.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
18.
Can I do something really quick too?
You may. Anybody
I'm
can.
gonna. Okay. I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation and make Irina smell like garlic.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to cast Blade Ward against myself.
Okay.
I'd like to
Fighting
cast Bless.
Strahd at level 3. Let's fight Strahd at level 3.
Can I
Okay.
move up next to Ismark?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to cast Bless a second level.
Bless the second level. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to bless everyone but Alexandrite. Sorry.
Oh my goodness!
Wow. Like.
You blessed the chimp over a party member?
Oh, I can't bless. Sorry, everyone minus the chimp and Alexandrite.
Yeah. I was about to say. I was like,
I
dang.
was about to be like,
Bongo is the main character. So.
Yeah. Exactly.
it's true. That is true. Bongo is the protagonist.
I can only so first level is three targets. Second is fourth level.
Yeah.
It's 4 targets.
All right.
Gotcha.
So who's blessed?
Me, Aaron, and isn't it Israel?
Israel. Izri.
Okay.
Cool. If it makes you feel better, I got excluded too. So.
And Core.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
So everybody except the mage, and everybody except the mage and the monkey.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the difference?
Oh.
Wow. I do not want to be in that household.
I thought it was funny.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna Scorching Ray. Whoever. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, you watch as he says that can be arranged, and you're like, oh crap. And you all start doing that. You all feel the ground shake beneath you as hands start reaching out from the graves beneath. And that is where we're actually going to stop our session for the evening.
Oh man, I was actually gonna take a shot.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. We can begin with that. But yeah, I think that's a good little nice stopping point because it's 30 minutes until we were about to stop. So it's like I really don't want to get into a combat situation and go over. I hate that. So
That is true. Combat does take forever. No matter how little it is, it's always going to take at
least 45 minutes to an hour. So
yeah.
But no. So there you go. You guys, first session, you guys get to meet the namesake. How are we feeling?
Feeling? Pretty good. I will forever be happy that the first natural 20.
Yeah, Bongo got the first natural 20. Like, that is absolutely ridiculous.
I am very pleased with that.
I'm sure you are. And the second was was you on stealth. Like, that is ridiculous.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to me being a player. I guess it's that beginner
His
player
luck.
luck.
Yeah,
Every
exactly.
new
You were
player seems to have.
you were a DM for a while, so now you are getting some of that luck out of the way.
My first 10 rolls are going to be amazing, and then it's just downhill for the rest of the game.
Exactly. Anyway, those that were listening in, I thank you so much for paying attention. We're going to be uploading this Saturday for you guys. That way you guys can be ready for the next one. Leave any likes, comments, subscribe if you want to. That would be really awesome of you. You don't have to, but that would make my day. Hope everyone has a great rest of your evening. Enjoy yourselves, and